Hi, welcome to Tech Tricks tutorial. Today, we're going to show you Midjourney Realistic Photography. It's a step-by-step beginner guide for everyone to follow easily. If you find this tutorial helpful, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Now, let's get right into it. Now for today's video, I will be teaching you how to use Midjourney to create realistic photography art just like this one's over here. As you can see, I am currently in the community showcase and we're going to check out the different realistic photography available here, and I'm going to teach you how you will be able to replicate and create your own realistic photography art on just your own. So as you can see here, this is our first showcase, a very realistic picture of a sandwich being created with salt being sprinkled on top. As you can see here, very realistic. You wouldn't think this is an AI generated photo. You would think this is like a advertisement being taken, or like a photographer taking a shot of this exact moment over here. Now, another one is this person over here. Although there are some fictional elements over here, but I think you would agree that it is sort of a bit realistic because the person looks real and like the different elements here looks real. So you would think that this is a realistic photography as well. But let's go and stick to the realistic and non-fictional photos over here. As you can see here, also this is a very, very realistic photo over here. Even I wouldn't think that this is an AI generated. You could see how much detail this is. You would think that this is taken with an actual camera, with an actual model. But as you can see, it is made through Midjourney. But as you can see, it is very realistic. And we can check out another one. We have like this animal over here. You could think that you would be able to make this by using your own camera and then doing a little bit of Adobe Photoshop. They could change the color to duotone, change the color to black and white, stuff like that. It's like a real animal, a real model taken with the camera with this and then edited later on. As you can see, you can also see this one. It looks very real actually. The meat has a lot of details. You have the salt around it, the pepper, and like the basil over here. You can see so much details and you wouldn't think this is a fake or an AI generated image. There's just so much details that AI generated image wouldn't come up to your mind because of the amount of details available over here. You could also see so much details with the wooden board over here, and like the sticks and like the background over here has so much details that you wouldn't think it is fake at all. So moving on, let's go and look for one last realistic prompt, a realistic photography prompt, and let's try and remake that with Midjourney over here. So let's go look for one last one, and we have this one over here, very very realistic, and it's like photography. You wouldn't think it's fake at all. So as you can see, there's so much details. We have the sunlight across the face here, the details on the hair. As you can see, you can see every strand and like the details on the face. You can see like the hair on the face. Usually AI images cannot produce that much details because in real life, humans have hair on their face. And as you can see, you can see so much details with this photo over here. So I'm going to teach you today how you can create your own very realistic prompts and very realistic artworks on Midjourney. Now, there aren't super complicated prompts that I'm going to teach you. I'm not going to teach you a hard prompt. So what I'm going to teach you is a tip on how you could create such artwork. So what you're going to do is you're going to go back to your Midjourney over here and you're going to look for the style of realism, the style of photography that you like the most. As you can see here, this is a close-up, extreme close-up of a person, a young lady. And what you're going to do to be able to replicate this design, this output, is by simply hovering over the specific image, clicking on the three dots, and then clicking on copy. You're going to copy their full command, not the prompt, because there are some extra prompt available, or like there are extra details being added to the prompt. So all what you're going to want is to go with the full command to be able to get every single command. So going back here to our Midjourney, going to type in slash imagine, and you're simply going to paste it over here. As you can see here, this is the extra additional information over here, extra additional code. So you would need to do the entire thing instead of just the command over here or the prompt, because the difference between the prompt, as you can see, this is the extra. If you use the prompt only, this is what it would look like, only this one. So you wouldn't have the extra prompt like this one over here. So we're going to do that again. We're going to go back here, we're going to copy full command and then go back to Discord over here. Do imagine again, and paste it over here. Now, what you can do is that, as you can see, this is the topic. You could change the topic. You're simply going to scan through the prompt over here. As you can see, the topic is a lady of a young lady. We could change the model to something else. For example, we could change it to an old lady. You could change it to something like that, or you could change it to something completely different. But for now, we're going to stay with this one, and we're going to enter and see how it will be able to produce our image over here. Now, our goal is to be able to recreate this design over here, this output, so that we will be able to produce photorealistic designs. So we're simply going to wait, and as you can see, it's currently being generated. Let's see if we were able to copy the artistic value or the photography value of this photo over here. So let's simply going to wait. As you can see, you could already see a lot of details, even though it's only 62% done. So we're simply going to wait and give it a few seconds. Now, while waiting, let's go check out another design in our showcase to copy. Let's look for another realistic photo. This one looks realistic, but let's go look for another one. Let's go for a more photography feel. As you can see, this looks very photography. And as you can see, it's like someone took a picture of a cat in Egypt. So we're simply going to copy this in a bit. So going back here, as you can see, we were able to replicate the design, the style over here, but this time with an old lady. I think the best one is the first one and the third and fourth. So we're going to upscale first, third, and fourth over here so that we can see more details of our artwork over here. And as you can see, this is our image number 3, 4, and 1. Let's go check out our first image over here. As you can see, super high in details. We even have high quality eyes over here. There's a lot of details in the eyes. We have the hair on the face, the wrinkles. You can see every single details. You have the sunlight hitting the face, and like the details on like the shadows and like the eye quality over here is very, very realistic. And like someone took a photography of an old lady. We can check out the other ones also. For example, this one, we have a different point of view for this one, a different eyes as well. This one, this time, the old lady is looking on the right side. So as you can see, very realistic. We have the hair on the face, like the eyelashes over here, the hair available on the face, super realistic. Same thing with our last photo over here. As you can see, this one has more prominent shadows. You can see more shadows on the face. And as you can see, you could see a lot of details on the eye over here. There's a lot of details on the skin. So it looks really photorealistic. So let's try the last one. Let's try this cat version right here, a cat photo. So we're simply going to copy the entire command once again. And going back here, we're going to do /imagine, Control V, and we're simply going to copy this prompt over here, and let's see if we can replicate this, but this time we're going to give it another topic or another model. We're going to go with Siberian Husky. So we're going to go with a husky dog and type enter, and let's see what type of photo we will be able to receive with this copy of our prompt over here. Let's see if we will be able to replicate this design over here. As you can see, it's already starting to create our design, so we're simply going to wait for it. And as you can see here also, we have this extra layer over here, extra additional prompt to our design. And as you can see, you can already see so much details even though it's not fully finished yet. So we're simply going to wait for it to fully finish creating our design. And while waiting, that's my tip, by the way, guys. This is how you will be able to create photorealistic designs, how to get amazing realistic photography in Midjourney. You don't need to give yourself a hard time and experiment on the different prompts. All you need to do is go to the Midjourney, go to the community showcase over here, because all of the most amazing output of Midjourney is being showcased here. You could also go to the top version over here, and you could look through the different versions or the different photos over here and look for a photorealistic one. And that will save you a lot of time in experimenting and trying out different prompts, because you already have the prompts over here. All you need to do is to change some elements. For example, you could change this, instead of a girl, you could change it to a boy. And you could change it to another element over here. Like instead of a close-up, you could go with a wide angle. You could do all of those stuff while using the original prompt as your basis. Now going back here, as you can see, we have our husky over here. Very amazing details. Each and every one of them has a lot of details. For example, the third and fourth one, I think those are the most realistic one. It's like someone really took a photo of of a husky in the desert. So we're going to wait for it. As you can see, this is our fourth image. very realistic, although there are some errors with the production of the dog. As you can see here, the back part is a bit messy, but still you could see the details on like the fur, the dog's face, the paws, all of those stuff. And you could see the desert over here and like the background, which is the pyramid. You could also see the other one over here. Let's see this one. I think this one is better. We have our dog over here and like the background at the back. And as you can see, very photorealistic. And that's it, guys. That's how you could use Midjourney to get amazing realistic photography. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.